Other types of breaches include ransomware and other types of malware. It's estimated that between 80% and 90% of ransomware attacks come via email. This could be in the form of an attachment or a link within an email. A recent scam uses dramatic news headlines to encourage you to click on a link. If there is a link in an email, hover over it first to check where it's taking you. If you're suspicious, do not click the link. You should also report the email. Ransomware is where your files are either encrypted or copied and then deleted, and then ransom money is demanded so that you can have those files returned to you. There are many types of malware, which is short for malicious software, but is often used to steal data or provide access into systems by criminals. One example of malware is a keylogger, which records everything that you type on your keyboard, for example, your passwords and credit card details. When we're talking about preventing breaches, one really important thing to remember is that an antivirus can't exist without a virus. In the race between virus and antivirus, the antivirus is always one step behind. Sometimes when people sit through training like this, they say, well, I've got antivirus on my computer, that will pick anything up, so I'll be careful, but I don't need to worry too much. Actually, that antivirus software is always a bit out of date because there's always going to be new viruses, new malware, and new types of attacks being created. In order to ensure that your antivirus has the best chance of detecting viruses and malware, it's important that you perform regular updates on your computer and also that you scan any portable devices as well. A lot of people forget that it's not just your PC, it's also things like your mobile phone, wearable devices such as smartwatches or Apple Watches, or even something like a Fitbit. Those are computers too, so you must ensure that they're regularly updated as well. There was, for example, a breach at Fitbit a few years ago, which meant that criminals had access to people's information that they had stored on there, for example, where they lived and where they ran, what time they were likely to be out of the house, for example, if they went for a run every evening, and the criminals were able to get hold of that information. If your PC has been infected by something such as malware, how would you know? A lot of the time, your computer will run very slowly for no reason, or it may crash often. Also, you may start getting a lot of pop-ups or adverts that you don't usually get. Your antivirus or Windows Defender, which is the security included with Windows 10, may pick up on the malware during one of its regular scans. If your computer has been infected by malware, and this is so important, you must disconnect from any and all networks immediately. This means any internet networks, for example Wi-Fi, or networks in the office, or any other networks. For example, you're working from home and you're connected to the office VPN. This prevents the virus from spreading across the network to other users and devices. You must then report the attack. By notifying someone, this can help prevent it spreading, as well as identifying other areas that may be at risk. They can also provide you with further information on what to do next. You should keep your laptop up to date to give it the best possible chance of detecting and fighting against viruses and malware. You should never download updates, applications, or files from unknown sources. If you think your computer is behaving strangely, report it. And with 80 to 90% of ransomware attacks coming via email, you need to be particularly vigilant. Report anything suspicious. Others may have received the same email, so it's good to alert them.